Good day to you all. It's Dr Vesuvius here, Professor of Pretendology at the University of Unreal Life. Once again, down in the deepest downiness of Downville. And I have found diamonds. Oh, look at that. Diamonds, not only a girl's best friend, but one of the most useful materials for making tools. So we will have some of that. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. And we'll clear the rest of this coal while we're here. So I've got a good basic haul of resources now between the caving and the mining. And I think it's time, maybe. Let's just nick on it. Might as well skip it up. I think it's time, maybe, to be thinking about heading back to the surface base and starting on science. So I will see you back up top. Okay, we are back up at our little hidey hole with all the good stuff that we found, and it's time to start thinking about what we can do with all this stuff. I think the first thing we need is some more storage. Let me just clear some space to do this. So we'll make a couple of chests, or rather a double chest, I think. And we will put that here, methinks. And I've turned down the volume of the game sounds because it's raining outside, and there is nothing more miserable than the sound of rain. So let's see, we've got all these ores, not much gold, plenty of iron, tin, aluminium, lead, a little bit of silver. We found 7 diamonds, quite a bit of redstone, which is good. There is this zirconium, which is of limited use for now, but does have its uses later in the game, so we'll put those down there. And the nickelite there. We've got some green sapphires. What do we have in here? We had old coal. Copper. Yeah. Okie dokie. So, what we don't want to do is immediately start smelting all this into bars that we can actually use. We don't want to do that because we can actually increase the yield on all of these by doing some processing on them. But to do the processing, we need some machines. And to make the machines, we need the resources. So what we have to do is just smelt the absolute minimum we require to make the machines we need. So the first thing we need, for sure, is a pulverizer. So we have flint, that's good. We have copper ingots already smelted, that's good. A piston is actually a machine from the vanilla part of the game, for which we need cobblestone and wood. That is also, we have 1 piece of redstone and an iron ingot. Okay, so we are doing science. Let's see, some cobblestone, we have wood, oops, that up. So, cobblestone, iron ingot, redstone, wood. And you know what? We've just made our very first machine. I'll actually put this down just to show you how it works in the vanilla game. It's a very simple mechanical machine. We need to activate it a redstone signal. Actually, I think I've got a button. No, I haven't. So, just make us some sticks. I'll make a lever. Now a lever generates a signal when it's thrown, which piston can read and takes as a instruction to do its thing. And that's kind of the basis of pretty much all Minecraft machines, whether basic or modded. So a piston simply does that, and it will move any blocks. See that? And it'll move any blocks. And there's another type of piston you can get called a sticky piston, which will pull back. So you can use that to make things like doors, automatic crop harvesters, which knock the crops off. But anyway, we're not going to do that. We're actually going to use it as a component in our pulverizer. So let's just check the recipe again. We have machine frame. That's looking a bit more complicated. So we need a gold ingot, we need 4 more iron ingots, and we need 4 glass. Now glass is made from sand. We've got 1 sand there, so I need to go out and get some sand, which I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back from exploring outside. So I've got some sand, 1, 2, 3, 4. What if we do a full batch of 8? Because I'm going to need more glass later, I'm sure. So they're cooking in the furnace. What else do we need? So we need the gold. 1 solitary piece of gold. I think we have a problem here. I need more gold to make this machine. I will go back downstairs and find some more gold. And I will be right back. Right. Well, that was a bit of a challenge. I've never found it so hard to find gold before. I dug out the branch mine down at the 11 layer. Not a dicky bird. Gold spawns naturally in the 0 to 30 layers, I think. So I came up about 10 to layer 20. I dug another branch mine here, and I finally hit gold. Ah, now there's just loads of the stuff. Look at it. This will be more than adequate. More than we need. So, back up to the machine room to be, and back with the science. Well, one good thing about having to do that extra caving expedition is I did find quite a bit more resources. So we are well set. And more importantly, we have 15 diamonds. Now, if I remember right, that's enough for us to build a quarry, which is going to make this pretty much our last enforced caving expedition. From then on, we'll be able to automate the gathering of resources. But for now, we want to just optimize what we've found. We have 9 gold ore there. Let's see. So we found quite a bit of lead ore there. Silver, that's going to be useful. The rest, not so much. So we'll dump those there. Cobblestone. Right, I've got iron ore there. Some redstone. Right, let's... we put some sand in here for making glass. Excellent, so we need a little more. There's our piston that we made. We're going to need to make another one of those, I think. And let's get a little coal, because we're going to need to smelt some of this gold. Now, I know we definitely need 2 gold there. I think we're going to need a little more iron, so I'll get some iron ore out. And as soon as this gold is finished, Put the iron ore in. Now each piece of coal can basically smelt 8 items in this sort of furnace. We're going to be able to improve on that fairly quickly. But for now that's quite adequate to get us started. So finally, for making our pulverizer, we need to make a redstone reception coil. Let's look at that again. Pulverizer, copper, machine frame. That's what we need the other piece of gold for. And iron. Okay, so we get that iron. And we should be able to do this little trick. If we shift click on this little question mark, and we've got the items in our inventory, it will automatically put them in the crafting table to make the item. Now we just need some copper ingots, of which we have those there. And we'll do the same thing again. We should have everything we need. There we go. We have a pulverizer. And I'm going to put that over here for now. There we go. There's our very first proper machine. Now what a pulverizer does, if we put ore into it, it will crush it up into dust, pull like a pulverized mush, which in the real world this is actually done, and it extracts more of the valuable material from the ore than just trying to chip it out manually. Not working yet for the simple reason we need power, and to power this I think our best bet to get started is one of the simplest engines you can make, which is called a Stirling engine, which runs on coal. And let's see, we just need cobblestone, which we have plenty of, glass, which we made, piston we know how to make, and stone gears. Now stone gears are made with sticks, so let's get a couple of those made. Right, so we need 8 sticks, 4 each, and basically we put them in a circle like this and we get a wooden gear. And to make other sorts of gears we basically wrap that in other materials. So we wrap it in stone. We've got stone gears. Now we could, if we were making something more complex, wrap iron around that and make iron gears and so on and so forth, layering it with better materials. But we don't need to do that because we're just making stone gears for this recipe. So I also need the makings of a piston, don't I? So that's wood across the top, cobblestone, iron ingots, and redstone. There we go. And I think, is that enough? Yep, that's all the materials I need for the Stirling engine. So to power this we just need to put the Stirling engine next to it and put some coal in. Why no work? Because if you remember last time I showed you the way the lever triggers the piston. We basically need to do the same thing for the Stirling engine to turn it on. And once I flick that, boom, tish, there we go. Isn't that lovely? And if we look at the pulverizer now, it's slowly, ever so slowly, building up power. Now unfortunately, the Stirling engine's not the most powerful of engines in the game. So this could take some time. We can speed it up possibly by putting a second engine on there. But no, it's already started processing. And it's going to be slow for now, but it's going to, as you'll see, boop, we've got 2 pieces of pulverized gold for 1 piece of ore. And that will give us 2 ingots. when we furnace it. Now what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to put it in this furnace. What I'm going to do is get what's called an iron furnace. And an iron furnace, I need just 2 more pieces of iron. I'll just put that there. Quickly make those. An iron furnace is more efficient than an ordinary stone furnace. Wait for this to create. And instead of 1 piece of coal doing 8 items, it will do 10. So we're getting more bang for our buck. So and it's very simple to do, just a box like that. And there's our iron furnace. So slowly but surely generating the dust. So I'm going to take that out there. We'll put our gold dust in for the rest of that. So now we are cooking on coal. We have our first machine. We're doubling the amount of ores that we dug up below. Everything's right in the world. I have been Dr. Vesuvius. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.